Okay, yeah. In our previous classes, we have solved a sufficient number of numerical examples on finding the moment of a force, and I gave you a couple of numerical example as an assignment to solve yourself and practice yourself on how to find the moment of a force. Hope most of you have done with that. Uh, Maybe by I think you have to submit those assignments on Monday, and in the class WhatsApp group I will tell you how to submit that one. Now in this class I will not discuss about that, and in the WhatsApp group I will be going to tell you how to submit that one. Okay, so Monday is the one wherein you have to submit. So before Monday you keep everything ready, and I will let you know how to submit that one. Right. Now we shall start with the next concept that is called a moment of a couple. Now, what is the moment of a couple? Let me read out the statement for you. A couple is defined as a uh, two parallel forces. Right. Let me highlight the important things. A couple is defined as two parallel forces that have the same magnitude but opposite in directions. Right. So, and are separated by a perpendicular distance d, as shown in the figure below. This is the figure below. Now, couple is defined as two parallel forces. That is very, very important. The forces should be parallel to each other. They should also have the same magnitude. You can see here F and F, and they should be in opposite in direction. You can see here this F is in this direction and this force F is in this direction, and they should be separated by a perpendicular distance d. Now here you can see the resultant force becomes 0, because if I take the resultant, it becomes F minus F, it becomes 0, right? So the only effect of couple, that is the only effect of couple, is to produce an actual rotation. Now this couple on this body will try to rotate this body. These two couples in this case will try to rotate the body in the clockwise direction, or if no moment is possible, there is a tendency of rotation in a specified direction. Now, for example, imagine that you are driving a car with both hands on the steering wheel, and you are making a turn. Suppose, say, you are making a turn. One hand will push the wheel while the other hand pulls down the wheel. Now, that kind of effect, okay, that kind of tendency is actually called as a couple, because you are trying to rotate the wheel. So that's why when you are on a steering, when you want to turn your car, okay, what you do, one of your hand will push down and the other hand will push up, so that will produce a couple on that steering. What kind of tendency, what will be the tendency of that couple? You can see the steering will only rotate in the clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, so that will be the effect of the couple. That is, the effect of the couple will be only the rotation. The directions of the forces will tell you in which direction it will rotate, whether it we can rotate in a clockwise direction or it will rotate in a anti-clockwise direction. Now, how to find the moment of that couple? So, moment is denoted by the term m. Now, in this case, I am trying to find what is the magnitude of the moment produced by this couple. It is very simple. It is simply once again, it is simply once again the magnitude of the force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. So that will be the magnitude of the moment of this couple. That is the magnitude of force, because you can see both the forces are having the same magnitude and the perpendicular distance between them. Here what I'm writing, F is the magnitude of one of the forces and D is the perpendicular distance or the moment arm we call it. Okay, the moment arm between the two forces. Is there any doubt, students, regarding moment of a couple?
So can we write it down?
No, no, no. Let it be. I will give you a PDF. Don't waste. We will not waste time in dictating those things. I will give you the PDF and you can refer later. Is the concept clear, students?
Sir, is it same as torque?
Uh, yes, it is almost same as a torque. Uh, but in case of torque, what happens? Mm, the torque can be regarded as a rotational factor itself, but a couple and torque can be regarded as same only. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is any other question, students?
So moment of couple and moment of force are same thing or different thing, sir?
See, in case of moment of a force, you have only one force and you're trying to find the moment of that force about a particular point. In that case, what you actually want is the magnitude of the force and the perpendicular distance between the point at which you are trying to find the moment and the distance between that point and the line of action of that force. Now, in case of a moment of a couple, there will be always two forces involved, right? In case of moment of a force, only one force will be involved, but in case of moment of a couple, always two forces will be involved, and those two forces should be parallel to each other, and those two forces should be in the same magnitude but opposite in direction, and they should be separated by a definite distance. Then only we call it as a couple. I told you, I gave you an example of a moment of a force, right? So you want to tighten a nut. What you do, you put the spanner and you try to put force at the end of the spanner. So that is the moment of a force. Now I gave you an example for a moment of a couple, the steering of your vehicle, right? So you actually try to hold your steering when you're trying with two hands together, and one of the hands you pull down and the other hand goes up. Okay, so that is the example for a moment of a couple. So there is a basic difference between moment of a couple and moment of a force. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other doubts are there, students? Okay. Right. Now let me move further and demonstrate to you that suppose say this is the body and I will pick a point, say point A. Okay. I'll pick a point, say point A. Now the moment of these two forces at this point will be equal to force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. Now let me take one more point. Suppose say point B on the same body but outside the scope of these two couples, right? Now here also at this point also the moment of couple, that is moment of couple because of these two forces will be same, and that will be once again m equal to f into d. Suppose say, let me take one more point. Suppose say point C here, right? Point A or point B. Point B and point C are same. Let me not take this point. Let me not neglect that point. Okay. Now the point A and point B are the 2 points on the body. Now I can prove that the moment of the couple because of these two forces at these 2 points will be same, and its value will be m equal to f into d. Now let me just demonstrate you that. Okay, what I will do, uh, let me take first point B, A, okay, and let me mark with some different color. Okay, so this is point A. Okay, now let me mark the distance between point A and force F, these two forces. Let me mark them. Okay, let the distance between point A, that is a perpendicular distance between point A and this force, let this be say D1. Okay, and let the distance between this point A and this force F be say D2. Okay, right. Now let me try to calculate. Okay, now let me try to calculate what is the moment produced by these two forces at point A. That is, what is the moment produced by these two forces. So I can write like this, m equal to, okay, first let me calculate because of this force, m equal to f times d1. Okay, and let me calculate what is the moment produced by this force, that is this force about point A. Now you can see I'm writing here purposely positive because I can see that the moment produced by this force at point A is clockwise, and the moment produced by this force at point A is also clockwise. So I will write plus F times D2. Now I know that this F and this F are same, so I will take it as common. So I will write it as D1 plus D2. Now from the figure you can see what is D1 plus D2. D1 plus D2 is nothing but D. So I can write it as m equal to f into d. So I will write purposely here m at a because I'm trying to find moment at a. Are you clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Right? So now I have demonstrated that the moment of a couple at point A is f into d. Right? Okay. Now let me take another point. Let me take say point B here. Point B. Okay. Let me mark the distances from point B to this f and this f also. Let this distance be, say, I have already used d1 and d2. Let me use say d3, and let this distance from this point be say, yeah, let this distance be say d4. Okay, and now please see here the distance between point B and this force F is d3, and distance between this point B and this force F, let it be d4. Now I will try to find what is the net moment at point B because of those two forces. What is the net moment at point B because of these two forces, right? Okay, first let me find what is the moment at B because of this force. Okay, first let me uh, ask myself whether this force F at point B will cause clockwise movement or anti-clockwise movement. Can anybody tell me?
Anti-clockwise.
Clockwise.
Yes,
Clockwise.
So, and
Clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
it should produce
Anti-
anti-clockwise, right? Because you should keep your thumb here and forefinger here, and you can see that your forefinger moves in this direction. So it is an anti-clockwise movement. So I should write it as minus F times D3. Okay. Now let me check about this force F. So this force F at point B, will it cause a clockwise movement or anti-clockwise movement?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Yes,
Clockwise.
perfect. It will cause a clockwise. So I will write it as plus F times D4. Now I know that both the forces are of same magnitude. So I will take F common and I will write it as D4 minus D3. Can I write like this?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, but you can see the figure and you can judge what is D4 minus D3.
It is D.
Yeah. So what these two equations are actually telling me? These two equations are telling me that the moment of a couple at any point on the body will be same. It will not change at all. You take any point on the body. You take any point on the body, the effect of the couple, or I can say the effect of the couple at that point will not change. If point changes, the effect of the couple will not change. I mean to say the magnitude and the effect of the couple will not change at all. Are you clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, any doubts are there in understanding the concept of a moment of a couple? Simple. To form a couple, you should have three things. First thing, the forces should be parallel to each other. Second thing, the forces should have same magnitude. Third thing, the forces should be in opposite direction, right? Of course, they should be separated by a perpendicular distance. When I say parallel, it means they are separated by a perpendicular distance. So when these three things are getting satisfied, the couple will be formed and you can find the moment of that couple. Are you clear? Any doubts are there? Yes. No doubts? Okay. Let me move further and just let you know this few simple thing. Now here there is a wheel and a person is trying to rotate this wheel in the clockwise direction. Suppose say here I will say what do you mean by equivalent couples. There is a something called equivalent couples. If two couples produce a moment with the same magnitude and direction, then these two couples are equivalent. I'll repeat once again. If two couples produce a moment with same magnitude and direction, then these two couples are equivalent. Now, for example, the two couples shown in figure, that is this, there are two couples. This is one and this is second one. The shown in figure are equivalent because each couple moment has a magnitude of m equal to 30 newtons into 0.4. In this case, the moment of a couple will be 30, that is magnitude into 0.4, and in this case it is 40 into 0.3. So this comes out to be 12 Newton meter, and this also comes out to be 12 Newton meter. Right. Now you can see here the larger forces are required in the second case. Can you see here? The larger forces are required in the second case to produce the same effect as that of the first case. Okay. So same turning effect because the hands are placed very close to each other, means you are actually trying to reduce the distance d. Here the distance is more and you are trying to reduce the distance here. So to produce the same effect as that of the first one, but the effect of these two couples is same, which is 12 Newton meters. Now I want to ask you all, which case you feel better? If given a choice, ask even if choice is asked with you, so which choice you will go with? Choice 1 or choice 2?
Choice one.
Sir, choice two, sir.
One.
Choice two.
Choice
Two.
2. Why you want to say choice 2?
So choice one.
Why you want to go with choice 2, or if you are saying choice 1, why you want to go with choice 1?
For one will require less energy.
Yes. For choice 1, you require less energy or less force is required. It means less energy will be required. But for choice 2, you require more force, means more energy will be required. Right? So always it is better to go with choice 1 than choice 2. Are you clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if the concept of the moment of a couple is almost clear to you, we can solve some few numerical examples, simple numerical examples to make you comfortable with the moment of a force. Now here, first let me come to the first numerical example. Determine the magnitude and direction of couple moment acting on the gear. Okay, this is a gear and you are required to find what is the moment of the couple. Now you can see first thing what you have to see is whether these two forces will form a couple or not. Okay, let us check them. So these two forces are equal in magnitude. Yes, 600 Newton and 600 Newton. And if I extend the line of action of any one of the force, let us say, let me extend the line of action of this force. And I can see that these two forces are parallel to each other. Yes, of course. And I can also see these two forces are in opposite direction. So I can be sure that these two forces are forming a couple. Okay, now you need to find out what is the moment of these two couples. So to find out the moment of these two couples, you actually need this perpendicular distance. This D you want, but finding this D directly is a very tedious job. So can anybody suggest me how can I go ahead with this numerical example? How can I go ahead with this numerical example? Finding D is a little tedious procedure. So I don't want to find that D directly, but in an indirect way, I want to solve this problem. So can anybody guess how can I go ahead? Scratch your head and tell me. And okay, and the radius of this gear, that is this distance. The radius of this gear, that is this distance, is 0.2 meters. Okay, can anybody?
So with the help of a triangle.
Triangle. How
So
can
by
it be
using
triangle? By using?
components of force.
Uh, yeah, almost you're correct. So what you want to do actually?
So by
You're
taking F in X and Y direction.
perfect, perfect. You see, since these two are inclined, the best way to solve this is take the x and y component of these two forces and find out the couple. Okay, so whoever answered, it is very perfect. Okay, let us go ahead and do that. Okay, let me mark the x and y component of both the forces. So the x component of this force will be in this direction. Okay, and the x component of this force will be in this direction, and the y component of this force will be in the mm, upward direction, and the y component of this force will be in the, yeah, just a minute. Okay, sorry, and the y component of this force actually will be in the downward direction, and the y component of this force will be in the upward direction. Okay, let me mark the moments here. Let this be, not let, it will be f cos 30. I can just write it clearly. It is 600 cos 30, and this will also be 600 cos 30. This vertical component will be 600 sin 30, and this will also be 600 sin 30. Okay, right. Now let me try to find out the moment of the couples. I want to find what is the moment of at point O. Point O or point any point, because I know that the moment of the couple is same. So which forces will form a couple here? Now this force and this force will form a couple because they are in same magnitude, parallel to each other but opposite in direction, and these forces will form a couple. So there are two couples actually. I want to find the net moment at point O. So let me find out that. I will take it as MO. Now let me try to find out what is the couple produced by these two forces first, right? Okay, first let us understand in which direction it is trying to move. So it is trying to move in the clockwise direction. So I should write it as plus. The magnitude is 600 sine 30 multiplied by, and what will be the perpendicular distance? I know this distance is 0.2 meters because it is the radius of the gear, 0.2. Now let me find out the moment because of these two forces. So I can check whether these two forces are causing clockwise or anti-clockwise, and I can see that they are actually trying to cause anti-clockwise. So I should write it as minus 600 sine 30, and once again the perpendicular distance will be 0.2 itself. So I can find the net moment as 600 sine 30 into 0.2 minus, sorry, it should be cos. It should be cos. Okay, minus 600 cos 30 multiplied by 0.2. And I can see that I am getting a negative answer, that is minus 43.92. Newton meter. Have you understood this, students?
Sir, can I ask?
Yes.
So how did you find out which one was clockwise, which was anti-clockwise? Could you
You
re-explain it, please?
yes, you just see here. You see these two first, 600 sine 30 and 600 sine 30. How they are actually acting? So one is upwards and the other one is downwards. You can clearly see it is a clockwise, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, and you can see these two, 600 cos 30 and 600 cos 30. One is in this fashion and the other one is in this fashion. You could clearly see this will be an anti-clockwise.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you understood this equation, students, and the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now tell me, in which direction the gear will rotate? Will it rotate in a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction?
Anti-clockwise.
Perfect.
Anti-clockwise.
Yes, because we got negative answer. So as per our sign conventions, negative means it is an anti-clockwise direction. So the gear will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. Is it clear, students?
Sir.
Okay. Yeah. Any doubt is there? Okay. Now let me move further and check this numerical example. The man tries to open the wall. Okay, this is a pipe and this is a wall. I think in most of the cases you have seen, just to open a wall they have some steering kind of thing and they try to rotate that to open the wall. The man tries to open a wall by applying a couple force of F equal to 75 newtons. The force F, what he is putting in this direction, it is 75 newtons, and in the upward direction it is 75 newton to the wheel. Determine the couple moment produced. Now what is the couple moment produced is being asked here. It is a very simple thing. So I can write it as M equal to the magnitude of the force is 75 multiplied by, and what is the perpendicular distance? It is 150 plus 150. So it is 300. So how much you are getting? 75 multiplied by 300. You are getting 22,500. So you are getting 22,500 Newton millimeters. Is it okay, students? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me move to the last numerical example, that is this one. Now here determine the magnitude of F. Okay, so this is minus F and this is plus F. Some numbers they have given, some values they have given. So that the resultant couple is 12 kilonewton meter. The resultant couple, because of all these forces, is 12 kilonewton meter. So to get the resultant couple of 12 kilonewton meter counterclockwise means anti-clockwise. Okay, so what should be the force F that should be acting to get a resultant couple of 12 kilonewton meter and which is counterclockwise, that is anti-clockwise. So looks tedious, looks complicated, but it's a very simple numerical example. Okay, now let me just do that. What I will do, since 8 kilonewton and 8 kilonewton, let me mark first which two forces will form a couple. Now this force and this force will form a couple, and this force and this force will form a couple, right? Okay, right. Now the 8 kilonewton and 8 kilonewton are purely horizontal, so no need to resolve them. But you can see here, these two forces, that is F, they are actually inclined. So whenever it is an inclined, so first of all, just resolve them. First, let me resolve them, right? I will try to resolve this force F. So the horizontal component will be in this direction, okay? And the vertical component will be in this direction. Now similarly, for this force F, the horizontal component will be in this direction and the vertical component will be in this direction. Let me write down the values for them. The 30° is the angle made by each force with respect to vertical. So this will be F sine 30 and this will also be F sine 30 and this value will be F cos 30 and this value will also be F cos 30. Okay. Now I want to ask you one question here. I want to ask you which two forces will form a couple. I will give you choice. The choice one is these two or the second choice is these two. So which choice will form a couple?
Second
Second.
choice.
Second one. Second one.
Perfect. Why not the first one?
Because the opposite
They are
has
not in parallel.
Yeah. The
They
simple
are
answer
not in
is they are
parallel.
not they are not parallel to each other. Yes or no? They are simply having the same magnitude. Yes. They are opposite in direction. Yes. But the third criteria, what is that? They should be parallel to each other. Here you can see f sine 30 and this f sine 30 are not parallel to each other. So these two forces will not form a couple. Hence, to find out the moment of a couple, no need to take them into consideration. Only you need to take these two into consideration while finding a couple, right? Okay, right. Now next thing, I want to actually find the force. So I will write it as m equal to, okay, first let me tell you, ask you, 8 kilonewton and this 8 kilonewton, will they form a clockwise couple or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Yes, perfect. They are simply causing an anti-clockwise. So I should write it as minus 8 multiplied by, and what will be the perpendicular distance that I should take? Should I
12.
take 0.4 or 0.4 or 1.2?
1
Should I
point,
take 0.4 or 1.2?
1.2.
Yes,
1.2.
you should
One.
actually take 1.2, not 0.4. You can see what is D. D is a perpendicular distance between the two forces. This 0.4 is not the perpendicular distance. Instead, 1.2 is the perpendicular distance. So I should write it as 1.2. Okay, now let me come to these two forces, that is F cos 30 and F cos 30. Okay, tell me whether they will cause clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Perfect.
Anti-clockwise.
They are causing anti-clockwise. So I should write minus F cos 30 multiplied by, and what is the perpendicular distance?
0.4,
0.3.
0.3, 0.3.
Yes, yes, not 0.4, not 0.4, it is 0.3. Okay, yeah, multiplied by 0.3. Okay, now you can see here there are two unknowns, M and F, which you can't solve, or you know any one of them.
M
So M
is
there.
non-zero.
M actually is given to you. What is that M?
12
The net
kilonewton per meter.
12 kilonewton meter, and it is counterclockwise. So I should write plus 12 or minus 12 here.
Minus 12.
Minus.
Yes,
Minus
perfect.
12.
You should actually write minus 12. Okay, now you can solve this and get the value of F. Can anybody tell me what will be the value of F? Please calculate and tell me. Yes, any answers? Any answers, students? Are you getting any answers?
So is it coming 9.2 Newton meter?
Yes, yes, yes. It is 9.23, not newtons. It is Newton meters. It is simply newtons. Sorry, kilonewtons. Yes. Everyone got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's simple. 12 minus 8 into 1.2, and whatever answer you get, divide it by cos 30 into 0.3, so that you will get the value of F as 9.23 kilonewtons. So if you apply an F equal to 9.23 in this direction, the net moment of the couple found by all these forces will be equal to 12 kilonewton meter. That is the meaning of that. Is that okay, students? Have you understood this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are few of the examples which I wanted to convey you on moment of a couple. So from next class onwards, I'm going to just wait a minute.